When love first begins, it feels as natural as breathing, effortless, instinctive. That's how it was when I met Clara. She had this warmth about her, a quiet intelligence that made everything around her seem calmer, kinder. After a year of dating, we decided to move in together, and for a while, it felt perfect. But real love, I came to realize, isn't proven during peaceful moments. Its true nature only appears when it's tested. I had a dog named Max, a golden retriever I'd raised since my college days. He wasn't just a pet. He was family, a steady presence through every high and low. I'd moved homes, changed jobs, lost people, found new ones, and through all of it, Max was there. His loyalty was simple, his companionship wordless but unwavering. When Clara first met him, she adored him. She'd laugh as he followed her around, call him our good boy. But slowly, something shifted. It began with a few sneezes, then complaints about fur on the couch, hair on her clothes, the smell of the house. "I think I might be allergic," she said one morning, rubbing her nose. I was concerned, of course. I offered solutions, more frequent grooming, deeper cleaning, but there was something in her tone that unsettled me. It wasn't irritation. It was distaste. 2 nights later, as we sat in the living room, she looked at me with an unreadable expression and said words that made my heart go still. "I can't live like this. It's me or him." For a second, I thought I'd imagined it. The TV murmured in the background, the ceiling fan hummed softly, but her words cut through it all, sharp and final. Me or him. I waited for her to smile, to say she was joking, but she didn't. Her arms were folded, her face set in determination. She meant it. I couldn't believe this was the same Clara who once said loyalty was the most beautiful quality in a person. The same Clara who used to let Max rest his head on her lap, stroking his fur absently while we watched movies. "Are you serious?" I asked. She nodded. "I can't breathe around him," she said. "My eyes itch, my throat closes up. I'm miserable." I wanted to sympathize, to find a way through it, but something about the ultimatum felt cruel. Max wasn't a surprise. She'd known about him from the very beginning. He'd been part of my life long before she entered it. He was the one living being who had never demanded anything from me except love. I tried to offer middle ground. I said I'd keep him out of the bedroom, buy an air purifier, vacuum every day, take him for longer walks. But she dismissed each suggestion, her tone growing colder each time. "You're not listening," she said finally. "You have to choose." That word, choose, echoed in my mind long after she went to bed. I sat in the quiet, Max curled up beside me, and felt the weight of a decision I never thought I'd be forced to make. Max rested his head on my knee, unaware that his very presence had become the center of tension in our home. His tail moved in slow, comforting beats against the floor, as if he could sense my worry but still wanted to offer reassurance. When morning came, the bed beside me was cold and empty. The silence that filled the room was heavier than usual. I found Clara in the kitchen, her suitcase open on the counter, half filled with clothes. She didn't meet my eyes as I walked in. "So," she said in a steady, emotionless voice, "what's it going to be?" I stood there for a long moment, caught between two worlds, the woman I had imagined growing old with and the loyal dog sitting by my feet, tail swishing softly, trusting me without question. That's when I understood something simple but unshakable. Love that requires you to betray someone who's always been there for you isn't love at all. "I've already made my choice," I said quietly. Clara's eyes lifted, a flash of hurt and disbelief crossing her face. "You can't be serious," she whispered. "He's just a dog." I gave her a small, sad smile. "No," I said. "His family." That afternoon, Clara left without another word. When the door clicked shut behind her, the air in the house felt lighter, easier to breathe. Max nudged my hand, and I knelt beside him, pressing my face into his warm fur. Life has a way of testing what truly matters. And when it does, the answer is rarely complicated. It's found in those who've stayed by your side when no one else would.